Welcome back to the Future of Real Estate, Tulsa source for local real estate news and information. I'm Darryl Baskin with the Baskin Real Estate Specialist of McGraw Realtors. And before the break, I said we're going to tell you how to avoid being ripped off when you get a home loan. And really what I meant to say was that O&B is going to give us the expert information about how to avoid that. But what I did say was
Jeff's going to rip you
how
off.
to avoid being ripped off by O&B Mortgage. So, okay, let's get this straight.
Yeah, let's do, Darryl.
You've got good fees,
yes.
But there's a standard in the business about how loan fees are paid, how much they are. From one company to the next, you will see some differences.
Yes.
How do you determine those?
Well, it's good to comparison shop, and the first thing you may want to ask your lender for is a good faith estimate, which breaks down everything.
That's a standardized term, good faith estimate.
Yep, it is, and it breaks down every single fee that you're going to pay, and you want to make sure you say, now is this your final answer?
Yes.
Like the Millionaire Show, and make sure that that is what it's going to be at closing. And there's what I call, are you feeing me to death, is a good question when you see the same fees like underwriting fee, all these doc prep fees, processing fees, broker fees. If you see that all in the same estimate and it's starting to add up to thousands of dollars, it either means you have really bad credit and that's the only place you can deal with, or you're dealing with somebody who's preying upon you.
Well, we've got funding fee, flood fee.
Flood fee's okay, Darryl.
Tax service fee.
That's okay.
Your credit report fee. What should a credit report cost? I mean, you can get a free one online.
You can get a free one online,
Can you bring your own?
No, you cannot. The lender actually, if they're a normal lender and they go by Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac guidelines, they have to do what's called a tri-merge, which means 3 credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And they use their own because they all score your credit. And so you can't bring your own. They can look at it, but they probably will not know what it's telling them.
So if you just want a preliminary kind of, well, how am I doing, having your own, the one that you could get yourself might be okay. But for real, I mean, for loaning $100,000, $500,000, whatever this amount's going to be, you're going to have to pay for a credit report.
You are. $20 is average for 2 people. Some lenders will charge $50, $55. And that's okay as long as they spend that much money. If they don't spend it all, meaning bringing items up to date that are out of date,
then they're padding it.
Yeah, could be. So you might want to look at the credit report. First page will tell you on the upper right how much it costs.
So is this a way that you can have a lower interest rate, but you make it up in all these hidden fees, so to speak? I know they're not hidden because they're there on the paper,
no,
but no one
they
looks
are
at it.
hidden. Here's the problem. They are hidden because they advertise something that's lower. A lender who's playing this game will advertise an interest rate maybe 0.5% lower than everybody else, and they don't really go over the fees or show you what the differences are until you get so far through the process that it's not really.
It's too late to go back.
You also want to make sure that you ask them your scores because they're supposed to voluntarily tell you these credit scores. They also, when you're actually applying for a loan, you want to walk out of there with this good faith estimate, the truth in lending page, and a copy of your application and a home buyer's booklet, which informs you of the home buying financing process.
Does everyone score the same, no matter what lender it is? All the scores would be the same?
Not always.
Really?
You would hope that but it could be that they're pulled at different times. So if you let's say 100 lenders or one lender who's a broker who shops you around, and it gets pulled, say, 100 times, which we've seen by 100 different people, or pulls, we'll call them. If it's done within a 14-day period, it's okay. But if you go to the 15th day, and the Acme lender is still shopping you around, your scores are going down.
So you don't want to go around all over the place like every couple of weeks checking different lenders because it's going to look like you're getting multiple lines of credit when you actually may be shopping for the same thing.
Yep. You may want to do it and get it over with within a 14-day period and decide that you like that lender. Go with them if you like what you see and hear.
481-6833, Oklahoma National Bank, ONB, Residential Mortgage Division.
Formerly known as Pinnacle Mortgage, a division of ONB Bank. So officially, yesterday, it's just ONB Bank.
You can ask for anybody in the loan department, the home loan department, but if you want to ask for this guy, ask for Jeff Sargent. 481-6833. Well, I have some interesting news for you. I'm going to do some stats as if I were a newspaper or AP wire service or something. You want it?
Sure.
Tulsa real estate market plummets. Sales tank and hit a record low.
I'm buying. What's for sale?
Well, we are down 3 sales from last year.
Ooh.
The Tulsa real estate market, this was through August, 10,152 sales in 2006, and in 2007, 10,149 sales. Well, that's what we're hearing a lot of right now, and this is why I want to bring this up. You hear the news and that the market's horrible, and in certain parts of the country it really is. I mean, they've had this huge bubble. The bubble burst. We talked about that last year. That's not any new news. And now they're just seeing the results of that. Well, now we're dealing with stuff coming through the mortgage market where we had all these bad loans. Well, you have to look at the numbers and see what's happening. Yes, it's hurting some people because they got in over their heads. But let's look at the numbers. And we're 3 sales behind last year through August, and this is on residences, residential homes, single family. I didn't analyze all the others, but that's really what we base all of these.
So was that a true headline, or was that tongue-in-cheek, you just making that up?
Absolutely tongue-in-cheek.
Okay.
We're down 3. And if you really look at the numbers behind these headlines, and look at them especially for the Tulsa area, you'd be amazed at all the hysteria, I guess, to sell news. So
realtors as general in Tulsa are doing well. It's not that some realtors
certainly
are saying, hey, we're having tough times, but you're having better.
Sometimes it's people want to use it as an excuse for something not selling. So just get the facts. DarrylBaskin.com, DarrylBaskin.com. We'll be back right after this.